Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with another installment of Building the Team. So, the 300-point modern builds that I showed off last time, well, haven't had a chance to run them, sadly. There was a superb owl last week, and, well, and the week before that, no one could show up, so, yeah. But also, I think the week before that was when I showed off those two teams. So, anyways, and this week, well, we had a sealed game. So you may recall in 2022, the last few months of the year, there was the storyline organized play event centered around X-Men 10 of Swords, and played through all 3 months of that. Showed off some neat stuff. That said, I say either late 2022 or early last year, my local shop inadvertently ordered another month 3 kit, and so since it came in, my group's been trying to set up an opportunity to play for it. Well, we finally managed to pull that off today. So, I showed up hoping at least to maybe pull a soul sword or, I mean, largely what I was hoping to pull was new, at least was the soul sword. And maybe also win either Apocalypse or Genesis. Anywho, my 2 booster. Well, we're going to take a look at the 2 boosters, the figures I pulled from the 2 boosters, as well as the team that I played. So, starting with booster number 1, we've got Cable. Cable here comes in at 70 points, or 45 points. He has the Sword, X-Men, Future, Soldier, and Warrior keywords. We have the Costed Sword Bearer trait, which allows him to start the game with any sword equipment equipped. Looking at the dial, he also has the X-Men team ability. Looking at the dial, we open up with 2 clicks of Running Shot, then we get 4 clicks of Charge and 2 more clicks of Running Shot. On attack, we've got 2 clicks at the top, at the front and back of the dial of is from the Future, which grants penetrating psychic blast and improved targeting, destroys blocking. The middle 4 clicks on attack are precision strike. Then on defense, we've got 2 clicks at the front and 2 clicks at the back of initial deflection, and 4 clicks in the middle of toughness. He's not bad. He could be better, sure, but for the purpose of things, he's not bad. Next up, we've got White Priestess. This is one of the handful of generics that the set had. White Priestess comes in at 40 points, has no team ability and the mystical keyword. We also have a trait, Protecting the Starlight Citadel. If White Priestess is indoors, modify her attack and defense +1. Looking at the dial, we get 2 clicks of Running Shot, a full 5 clicks of Incapacitate, then a full 5 clicks of Initial Deflection, and 3 clicks at the middle and back of her dial of Probability Control. Good, decent, okay support piece. I would say in sealed, if you got the 40 points available, nothing else to run, sure, go for it. But yeah. Next up, we have Solemn. Honestly, Solemn could easily be a primary attacker out of a sealed pool. So, but Solemn comes in at 70 points. He has Costed Sword Bearer trait, as well as the Araco, Assassin, Past, and Warrior keywords. He also has another trait, Adamantium Skin, which gives him Invincible. When Solemn uses it to reduce damage from an equipped opposing character's attack, he reduces the damage by -3 instead, and that in particular, the invincible net trait cannot be outwitted. So, oh, okay, I guess that's actually, damn it, WizKids. And okay, that is not a trait, but it's printed on the card as a trait, but it's not a trait. It is just a special defense power. Looking at the rest of the dial, we've got 4 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of flurry. On defense, we've got 4 clicks of the special power, adamantium skin, followed by 3 clicks of toughness. Damage, 4 clicks of exploit weakness, and then 3 clicks of close combat expert. Also, decent combat values up until the last couple clicks. Finally, this was actually the one new figure I pulled from tonight. Pestilence. Now we've got the OP kit version of Pestilence, but not the storyline booster Pestilence. At least we didn't until now. Pestilence comes in at either 75 points or 50 points. Has the Mystic Steam ability, as well as the Arako, Horseman, and Ruler keywords. We have a trait that's actually a trait. The First Children. Oh, we're going to need glasses for that. Joys of Aging. Alright, so the First Children, at the beginning of the game, if your starting force has 2 or more characters with the Horseman keyword, this game, Pestilence has Steel Energy, but with close or range attacks. If a friendly character named Apocalypse, Annihilation, or Genesis is on your force, modify Pestilence's attack and defense +1. Okay. Looking at his dial, or looking at Pestilence's dial, we've got 2 clicks of hypersonic speed, 2 clicks of running shot, 3 clicks of leap climb. On attack, we've got 4 clicks of the special power, disease vector, poison. When Pestilence uses it, he deals penetrating damage. Pestilence has safeguard, poison. So he cannot be poisoned himself. Alright, that's good. That is then followed up by 3 clicks of regular poison. Then on defense, we get 4 clicks of inertial deflection, 3 clicks of willpower, damage, 2 clicks of probability control, and then 2 clicks of ranged combat expert, and nothing on the last 3 clicks for damage. That is. Now these boosters were slightly different from a normal booster pack. Same size, whatnot, same dimensions. But they had 4 figures, and for the storyline event, a sword. The storyline set boosters had 4 figures, as well as a sword equipment and a tarot card. The sword equipment from this booster was Grass Cutter. Now we pulled this previously. It's one of the various ones I now have multiple copies of. But Grass Cutter, like all the swords, it's costed at 10 points. It's indestructible, can be equipped to anyone, and to unequip it drops. The effect is Blaze Claw's Fangs. When this character uses it, you may instead use one of the dice in the attack roll as your D6 result. Honestly, that came in handy during the first game that I played tonight. So yeah. As for the tarot card, we got 10 of Swords. I love that they took one of as I recall, that is the basic and modified version of the promo image that Marvel used for the set, or for the series story. For the story. When a character uses poison, they deal damage even if they have been moved or placed during their turn. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. So, booster number 2. We have ourselves another White Priestess. Literally just the same as the one we looked over earlier, so we're not going to go over the dial. Next we have Green Priestess. Now I have my complaint with the Priestess, the dials of the Priestess figures, and we will be getting into that. Green Priestess comes in at 40 points. Has the mystical keyword as well as the trait protecting the wilds around the Starlight Citadel. If Green Priestess is outdoors, modify her attack and defense +1. Okay. So, looking at her dial, we've got a whole 5 clicks of stealth, 3 clicks of penetrating psychic blast, 5 clicks of super senses, and 2 clicks at the back end of ranged combat expert. So here's where I have an issue. Let's take a look at the dials for both priestesses. You've got green. Now stealth does make sense. I'm not going to lie, but maybe she should have running shot. You know, to go with the fact that she's a largely ranged attacker. I'm not saying put the ranged combat expert at the front of the dial. No, that's fine in the back. Maybe she should have a full dial of running shots instead of a full dial of stealth. But whatever. Again, it makes for if you have the 40 points on your team, it's okay, fine. You know, you have the 40 points left over from your build. Sure, toss that on there. You got a good, you know, secondary or even tertiary attacker. Next up, we've got Cypher. Cypher comes in at either 45 or 25 points, has the team player wildcard team ability, as well as the Excalibur, Hellions, New Mutants, Quiet Council, X-Force, X-Factor, X-Force, and X-Men, and Robot keywords. He also has the Swordbearer trait, Costa trait, so he doesn't have any sword equipment equipped. Then we've got another trait, creating a Krakoan language just for mutants. Friendly characters with the X-Men keyword within range can use the team ability chosen by Cypher for team player. Cypher's range is 3, so yeah. Looking at Cypher's dial, we've got 5 clicks of charge, 5 clicks of combat reflexes. On damage, we open up with 3 clicks of the special power Master Decoder, which grants Outwit and Perplex, which gives way to 2 clicks of regular Perplex. And where it's just charge, combat reflexes, and regular Perplex, that is the start of his 25-point dial. And finally, the last figure we pulled was Wolverine. Now, this was a figure I hoped to pull back during the event, but I never managed to. I traded for one with Lucas from HeroClix headquarters. And, well, now I pulled one too, so. Anyways, Wolverine comes in at either 145 points, 95 points, or 55 points. As the X-Men team ability, as well as the Weapon X, X-Men, Animal, and Assassin keywords, improved movement characters, the Cost and Swordbearer trait, as well as another trait. I seem to always be returning from hell. Willpower. Whenever Wolverine rolls a 5 or a 6 for a single D6 roll, after resolutions, you may remove an action token from him and may heal him 1 click. Anyways, looking at his dial. Alright, so on speed, we get 2 clicks of charge and a click of flurry, 2 clicks of charge and a click of flurry, 2 clicks of charge and a click of flurry, and then 2 more clicks of charge. On defense, we open up with a special defense power, fighting off 1,000 undead ninjas. Grants Wolverine impervious and super senses and is protected from outwit. Then we get 1 regular super senses, regular outwit, or regular impervious, I mean. Next, it's the same 3 powers, the same order. Same thing in the same order, then 1 more special power and super senses. Damage-wise, we get leadership exploit, close combat expert, leadership exploit, close combat expert, leadership exploit, close combat expert, and then 2 clicks of battle fury at the very end. He's good. I'm not too fond of the fact that his last 2 clicks have a 9 attack, but whatever. The hope is that you're not getting there. Anyways, so the sword we pulled was Mercy, which we've seen extensively. I pulled 2 back during the actual storyline events. So, and it has popped up on more than a few builds. Our tarot card was the Ace of Wands. What this one does, when a character can use ranged combat expert makes a ranged attack, Once per attack, you may reroll any ones in the attack roll. Okay. That's pretty damn good. Since we had a full, yet another full prize kit for this, I ended up with another copy of the Emperor and I believe it was the Hierophant. Emperor says choose a each player chooses a figure with the highest point value, and that particular figure gains the colossal damage symbol as well as safeguard outwit. So I believe the Hierophant basically says that combat values cannot be modified or replaced. So yeah, set where the big thing is blades, claws, fangs, and yeah, there's something where you make it so it can't be used. That's unilaterally, not just your opponent can't use it. So the team I ended up building. Initially, my plan was okay: Wolverine, Cypher, and Cable, all at full points, with both swords. With Cable rocking Mercy and Wolverine rocking Grass Cutter. But that didn't work out. So I still had okay, how many points is Cypher? I still had 25 points, basically. Actually, I think I had more. Nope. I had 25 points left over, so I had to figure where to go from there. What I did was I tried thinking about maybe putting Wolverine at his 95 point dial, but didn't really click for me. So we put Cypher at his 25 point dial. So that made Wolverine and Cable together 225 points. Add Cypher in there and it's 250. So we have 50 points left over, and so Pestilence was added to the team on his 50 point dial. How did I do with this team? Played 2 games, went 1-1. Neither game was a shutout. And in all honesty, first game actually could have. I feel like honestly probably it just some better rolls would have likely resulted in a win. Wolverine put in a lot of work. Cable, interestingly enough, for being kind of the secondary attacker, but also the only ranged attacker. I say interesting, it's not that interesting, it's just how it is. Cable was generally the initial target. Especially since one of the issues with that Cable dial is it doesn't. His top couple clicks are squishy. No defense, no damage reduction. You just got ESD, and ESD's great. Until your opponent runs up on you, until an opposing figure runs up on a figure with ESD and punches him in the face. So yeah. But so I didn't win either Apocalypse or Genesis. That would have been so nice. But in fact, yeah, I basically just got prize figures that the prize figures I already had, with the exception of Pog because I had no problem passing on Pog, so because I already have him. Anywho, that's going to do it for now. Hopefully, in a couple weeks. I'll actually get to play those 300-point teams I had I played last time, and also hopefully I will have some new stuff to look at for another building team in that time as well. Anywho, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.